By the time I was 15 years old, I had been in jail 9 times. I was born in Selma, Alabama in 1950. In those days, you were born black or you were born white in Selma, and there was a big difference. Where I lived, everyone was black. I lived in the George Washington Carver homes. My buddies and I all felt safe there because everyone watched out for one another. If one family couldn't pay the rent, the others got together and had card parties and fish fries to raise the money. Nobody talked about it afterward either, because the next month it might be you who needed help. We went to black churches and we went to black schools where we had caring black teachers. I looked forward to going to school. The Ku Klux Klan stayed away from us. They were a group of crazy white folks who hated us black people and were determined to keep us out of places, to keep us segregated. They drove through other black neighborhoods, hiding their faces with sheets on their heads, yelling racial slurs, blowing their horns, and cursing and shooting their guns. They rode through areas where they knew they could scare people, but they would not ride through the George Washington Carver homes. I felt safe and secure. We were poor then, but I never knew it. I can't remember a day in my life when I went hungry, even after my mother died when I was 7 years old. My daddy made sure of that. I loved the ground my daddy walked on. I did. When different family members wanted to take us to live with them after Mama died, Daddy said he wasn't separating his kids. He wasn't giving us to anybody. At my mother's funeral, we heard Daddy say that we were his children and he would take care of us. I was the oldest of 4. Jackie was next, then Joanne, and then baby Al. When my mother died, I heard the older people say, if she wasn't colored, she could have been saved. But the hospital was for whites only. My mother died as a result of her skin color. I just believed that. So segregation hurt my family. It did. It hurt me. After my mother's funeral, my grandmother moved in. She was one determined woman, and she was going to raise us up to be strong and determined too. I remember her saying as she brushed my hair, there is nothing more precious walking on this earth than you are. You are a child of God, so hold up your head and believe in yourself.